Welcome to CARICOMP Insider, where high-tech facial recognition meets real-world intelligence.
A computer read your resume. It said no, and right now, in most of the world, nobody has to tell you why. Not the company, not the software vendor, not a single human being. That's about to change for hundreds of millions of people. If you've ever applied for a job online, and who hasn't, this story is about you. Starting this August, a major new law in Europe forces a hard turn. According to consulting firm Mercer, the European Union's Artificial Intelligence Act puts hiring tools into its most serious category, what the law calls high risk. That means recruiting software, promotion algorithms, even tools that decide who gets which task at work. And for those tools, the algorithm decided stops being an acceptable answer. So what happens when a machine has to explain itself and discovers it can't? Let me start with the gap at the center of all this. Mercer describes how, for years, companies chased anything labeled AI out of fear of missing out. Anything AI-powered sounded like progress. So they bought it. Fast. The result, in Mercer's words, was a tangle of disconnected tools making black box decisions, choices that no one inside the company could actually explain. Picture a hiring manager who can tell you a candidate was rejected, but not one reason behind it. That's the situation a lot of organizations are waking up to. Now the law wants receipts. The new rules demand three things: transparency, explainability, and human oversight. In plain terms, the company has to show what the system looked at. It has to explain how it weighed you, and a real person has to be able to step in. For the recruiter, that rewrites the job overnight. For you, sitting at home after a rejection email, it means you could finally have the right to ask, "What did you actually judge me on?" Here's the part that should make every employer nervous. According to the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, if a hiring tool discriminates by race, gender, age, or disability, the employer is on the hook. It doesn't matter if they built the tool or bought it from a vendor. Buying it doesn't transfer the blame. Think about what that means. A company could be breaking discrimination law and not even know it, because the bias is buried inside software they were told to trust. And the trouble often hides in the training. Reporting from technology outlets in this space points to a quiet danger. These systems learn from a company's past hiring. So if the old decisions favored certain people, the algorithm quietly learns to do the same. It doesn't invent fairness. It copies history. An algorithm that scales your decisions also scales your old mistakes to thousands of applicants at once. So the real shift here isn't about robots taking over hiring. It's the opposite. The law is forcing a human back into the room. The test from now on is simple. If your only explanation is, "the AI said so," you've already failed it. Pointing to documented, specific reasons is the new minimum. "We don't know how it decided" is no longer a defense. So here's the whole thing in plain words. A new European law says machines that judge job applicants can't stay secret anymore. Companies have to explain their AI or face the blame for what it does. And a person, not a program, has to have the final say. Whether you're hiring people or just hunting for your next job, the rule is the same now. Somebody has to be able to explain the decision. The full story's in the description if you want the deep dive.
Now you know something most people in this industry don't. Use it. And when you're ready to put it to work, caricomp.com. We'll see you tomorrow.